Are you ready? Are you ready to hear some thought-provoking concepts about how we move our body? I'm Linda Gee-Hesketh, and I'm here as a mom, a wife, a grandma, and formerly trained as a kinesiologist. So the science of human movement, but also a world traveler. So I'm going to bring you concepts based in Ayurvedic medicine, traditional Chinese medicine, different cultural thoughts on movement, and hopefully inspire you to apply some of these really simple principles that are so cool, and they leave us feeling so good. And the side bonus is that we look really good and we move in an agile way, and it's sustainable and harmonious with the rest of our lives. So stay tuned. Welcome to your walking meditation. Let's take a moment, take a breath. I'm going to walk with you, and you might hear footsteps. If your walk is shorter than the recording, go ahead and give yourself a beautiful bookend at the completion of your walk, and acknowledge that you created the time and the space and the intention to do this for yourself. So let's start off with taking a breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Again, we'll do 3. If you want to make a sighing sound, go ahead. And it's really nice to set an intention about what energy you would like to move, or any feelings you would like to resolve, or any resistance that you're feeling that you would like to release. And I encourage you, whether you're inside or outside, to look at what would be your horizon line. So rather than looking at your feet or looking at the ground 10 feet ahead of you, look straight out. Have a pinch in your shoulder blades, like you're squeezing a lemon between your shoulder blades to your spine, opening up your chest. Let your shoulders be low, away from your ears. Let your eyes be relaxed and straight ahead. The back of your neck is long, and breathing through your nose. Breathing through your nose will let you have a nice warm up and let your body adjust as far as supply and demand of oxygen from what you were doing before the walk began. If you're indoors on a treadmill, go ahead and lightly hold on to the railings or the safety bar. I would get you to do a shoulder check and have your chin go to the right shoulder as you're walking. This is going to open up some fascia lines, some fascia trains that we're going to use with cross-body movement. And then go to the other side. Shoulder check, your chin to your left shoulder for 2 or 3 steps. I like to start off my walks or my runs like this. And straighten up and bring your awareness to your breath. Let's bring your awareness to your feet as your feet strike the ground. You might have a heel strike or a mid-foot strike. Do you roll from the outside of your foot across the ball of your foot and off your big toe? Just let your feet kiss the ground. If you need to slow down your pace to get the gait, go ahead and do that. We'll get the movement and then we'll add speed. And get you to check in with your senses and what you can smell, what you can hear, what you can see far away, so that your eyes can focus on a distance that's greater than what you normally look at throughout the day. And let's get your eyes to move across the horizon from side to side. Just left to right, right to left. What are you noticing? Can you feel some gratitude, some awareness, some contrast? Are the sounds changing as your walk progresses, or our walk? Just relax your tongue into the bowl of your lower palate. Relax your jaw, your back teeth. Let your arms swing forward and back rather than across the front of your body or diagonally. Just let them move. Let your elbows swing forward and back in front of your rib cage, behind your rib cage. So it's not just your wrists that are moving, it's your elbow. So you get a nice shoulder hinge movement. It's really great for the lymphatic drainage. Get you to bring your awareness to your breath. Are you aware of a temperature change in your nostrils? Do you have an awareness in your throat? The top of your chest? Maybe your low ribs? Maybe the back of the rib cage? Maybe your belly? Continue to feel your awareness. And if you like, you can play a little bit with your speed. If you're indoors, you can play a little bit with your incline. So your speed might go up. Your speed might slow down. Your stride might be longer. or shorter. Sometimes we think it's good to get into rhythm, but it's also good to be able to have some variability so that our bodies can be responsive and not locked into a certain range of motion. So we can quiet our mind by noticing inputs from our senses, being present in the moment, being grateful. Sometimes we have things that we would prefer not to be experiencing, when really those things serve us to give us contrast, and that gives us clarity on what we do have a preference for. Return to attention to your feet, your gait, your pressure points. If you feel any tightness in your calves, your shins, your knees, your hips, your low back, your upper back, it will move as you keep moving. But meditation isn't to quiet the mind, because we'll still have thoughts. The meditation allows us to have non-judgment and detachment from the thoughts that will still occur. So just notice them, allow them to go through your mind. Bring your awareness back to your walk. What are the textures that you're feeling? Do you crunching surfaces, snow, ice, gravel, sand, grass, spongy textures? Keep your eyes focused far away. The expansiveness of a view will always offer perspective. If you find that nostril breathing isn't giving you enough air and you feel yourself a little bit winded, just slow down temporarily. Let your body breathe you rather than you trying to force an extra long or extra deep breath cycle. Check in with your gaze. Keep your eyes on the horizon. Your arms swinging forward and back. Hands are relaxed. Abdominals have some tone, so that you can support your low back spine. Hold your rib cage high off your pelvis. Relax your fingers, your forearms. Maybe take your wrists in some circles. Having gratitude for the time, the space, the ability to do this walk, to have awareness of what a walking meditation can be. One of the highest vibrations is love. One of the highest vibrational frequencies that brings us to that is gratitude. So what are the things that we can be grateful to ourselves for putting into place that we are currently experiencing, that a former version of ourselves wanted to set up? Maybe a former version of ourselves wanted the ability to walk during this part of the day. And now here we are, we're doing it. Maybe a former version of ourselves was curious about meditation and mindfulness and being present. And here we are. Maybe a former version of ourselves had a lower body anatomy situation which prevented walking like this. And here we are. It's resolved. Maybe a former version of ourselves was interested in detoxification or stimulating the immune system. And now we're learning that through lymphatic drainage, by moving the body and getting the fluid dynamics going, we are able to simply give that to ourselves. I'm always grateful for the ability to see green space because I've lived in cities that were very urban. I'm grateful for being able to live in a place that has big open skies, clean air, sidewalks. Urban spaces often don't have walking areas. I'm grateful for well-designed footwear and well-designed socks. Just gotta say. I'm always grateful when I do that shoulder check. I'm grateful for good physio after I broke 3 bones in my foot. And I don't have issues. If you're walking with a weighted vest or a rack, give yourself a moment to acknowledge that you were bold to try it, that you're lengthening your hip flexors by standing taller because the center of gravity is moved on your upper body. If you're outdoors, what are you noticing that you're grateful for? What are you noticing in your daily schedule that you're grateful for? Something that allowed this to happen. Feel the energy moving through your body. Know that you're getting stronger, healthier, building endurance, impacting your blood sugar levels, impacting your body composition, impacting our ability to use oxygen in our heart and lungs. And returning to the breath. Where do you notice? Through your nostrils, through your sinuses, maybe the sensation in your throat, maybe in your chest, maybe in the movement of your lower ribs, maybe in the movement of your belly or your low back. So you expand and contract. So much gratitude for access to these facilities. So much gratitude to feel safe where we walk. Feeling stride length open up since we've become warmed up and the hips open. We're able to engage our glutes and squeeze just before the leg starts to come forward. Maintaining the posture through a vertical spine. Shoulders, rib cage stacked vertically above the pelvis. Knowing how to stretch after being present now in what we're using, what we're seeing, what we can hear, what we can smell, what we can taste, sensations on our skin. Breathing, walking, focus, filling your own cup. Go ahead and raise your arms to the side over your head on the inhale and exhale. As you expand your inhale and deepen your slow exhale. I bring my palms together and I touch my thumbs above my forehead and to my lips and to my heart with the thought that may my thoughts be reflected in my words, which are a reflection of what's in my heart. Thank you for walking with us. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day and go on to create the next segment with deliberate intention, just as you have done in this last 26 minutes. And I'll walk with you again. I hope you enjoyed our time together. If you'd like to deepen some understanding or continue to have shared experiences together, I invite you to connect on my website. It's www.lindagehesketh.com, and there are some freebies on there. Also, I'm on Instagram and Facebook as Linda Gee-Hesketh. And if you're on Facebook, there's a free Facebook community group. It's called Celebrating Delicious Movement Podcasts. And I look forward to connecting with you some more.